Right now, there's a search on for a missing 89-year-old woman in Marietta.
She's an assisted living resident, but she cannot be located.
Police say this woman, Patricia Mealy, left her assisted living facility on Whitlock Avenue.
We've done a full sweep of the property, and we cannot locate this resident.
A call for help this past November to find a beloved grandmother
I got dressed. I said, I'm going to go look for that lady.
who vanished from Greenwood Place, an assisted living facility. No security cameras inside to aid in the response. Karen Phillips is Patricia's daughter.
It's like, what happened?
Garrett is her son-in-law.
That's a pretty big, basic foundation of their job is don't lose our mother.
After nowhere to be seen for 2.5 days, police get the call everyone feared.
We begin with breaking news out of Marietta. A tragic end to a desperate search. Police say Patricia Mealy was found dead days after she left the Greenwood Place assisted living.
Patricia's body discovered in this pond inside Kennesaw Memorial Park, a cemetery less than a mile from the facility where she went missing. Atlanta News First Investigates spoke to Patricia's family just hours after they identified her body.
Someone knows what really happened. Someone who was on site there that night knows what he or she did or did not do.
According to her family, Patricia moved into Greenwood Place 22 days before she disappeared. They say staff knew she was cognitively impaired, explaining that Patricia once locked herself in her own room, mistook a fire alarm for an elevator button, and told everyone she worried about getting lost.
She told me that I would get lost. So what do I think she was thinking? Probably just terror at like her biggest fear happening.
The operator of Greenwood Place, Terabella Senior Living, declined interview requests, but in a statement said, "We are fully cooperating with law enforcement and providing all necessary information to support their efforts." An Atlanta News First investigation uncovered Patricia's disappearance, something regulators call elopement, is one of hundreds that have happened at assisted living facilities and nursing homes across the country. According to an analysis of ProPublica's nursing home inspection data, from 2020 to August 2024, state health officials cited at least 1,100 nursing homes for serious elopement violations. That includes this 88-year-old Arkansas woman who died after walking away from her facility in 2021, one day after she was admitted. This elderly South Carolina man found dead in a pond after wandering away from his facility in 2022. And this woman in Arizona who died from heat exposure after walking away from her memory care home.
Someone found her body in a canal 2 miles away.
In Georgia, state regulators cited at least 6 facilities for elopements over the past 3 years. Nearly half of them also cited for staffing shortages. Records from the Georgia Department of Community Affairs show Greenwood Place, where Patricia vanished, cited 3 times for staffing shortages, months before she went missing.
Andy, staffing is always the issue. It's always the issue.
Attorney Mike Prieto specializes in nursing home litigation and represents Patricia Mealy's family.
You see high turnover rates and you see the pay just barely above the poverty line. And you can't have continuity of care when you have a constant turnover of these care providers.
According to SeniorLead.com last year, an industry think tank, Georgia ranked as the 3rd worst state in the nation for elder care staffing.
And as Wall Street firms take over more nursing homes, quality in those homes has gone down.
To address the problem, the Biden administration announced new staffing mandates this past April, which will require at least one registered nurse working 24/7 at facilities that receive federal subsidies. But the nursing home industry is fighting back. The American Healthcare Association filing this pending lawsuit, seeking to reverse the mandate, claiming it would cost Georgia's nursing home industry $187 million a year, and it would be impossible to find enough staff.
It's really tone deaf at a time when we're in a shortage. That shortage has been exacerbated by COVID, and now they come in with a proposal that's going to require even additional staff.
A family mourning the loss of their matriarch, desperate for answers.
We think someone ought to be held accountable, and we can't imagine this happening to anybody else.
Nursing homes have 3 to 5 years to adhere to the new mandates, depending on where they're located, like urban or rural areas. Organizations which lobby for the long-term care industry say they plan to ask the new incoming Congress and the Trump administration to reverse the mandates. Andy Parati, Atlanta News First, investigates.